Hey, what's up guys? Sloth King here. As you can tell, I got the Supra on the ground. Everything is put back together. I am pretty excited because the oil pressures seem pretty good. I tested everything with the subframe still down. I put in a little bit thicker oil this time. I put 1 quart of 15W50 to try to counterbalance the 5W30 I had in there. So it should kind of be closer to a 5 or a 10W40, something like that. But I just wanted to do that while I drive it for a little bit, because I am going to change the oil again since I have the new bearings in there. But I did a couple different tests. I told you guys that I have the oil pressure sensor, the AEM one, and it's on an adapter, so that way I can use the stock one and the AEM one. You can check out in my previous video right up here when I was trying to diagnose it. So I plugged it straight into the block, and my PSI readings were about 3 PSI higher across the board, sometimes 4. But I'm getting just about 1 PSI for every 100 RPM or 10 PSI for every 1000 RPM. So I'm very happy with that. I tested back and forth with that sensor location. So right now I'm not using the stock one. I'm just using the AEM one. And I had the engine running for about 30 minutes, got everything nice and hot, and the pressures were just fine. Idle, I'm around 10 PSI. Depends on the temperature outside, honestly, but it's 10 to 12. Sometimes it drops down to 9. But anyway, we're about to go for a drive. We're going to see how the pressures are. We're going to see if this thing dies on me. And, oh, and one last thing. I took off that awful the heat wrap that I picked up. I don't know if any of you saw it in the previous video, but don't buy that stuff. It's not good. It started to kind of burn. I didn't want to burn the car down, so I'm gonna pick up some high quality stuff to actually wrap the manifold in. But anyway, enough talking. Let's just get to driving and see how the pressures are. All right, so the car is still warming up. When I started it up, it read about 60 PSI on here. I had it running for just a couple minutes to do that intro, and I'm at 21 PSI. It's gonna go down whenever it warms up, but I'm gonna give it a minute before we go ahead and take off. And yeah. All right, I'll see you on the drive. All right, the car just idled down and we're sitting at about 11 PSI. Temperature is almost up to temp, but that does not mean the oil is up to temp. So we got to drive this nice and easy. So let's get to driving. I don't know why I said it like that. Let's get to driving. It's still warming up, but I'm at 26 PSI and I am at about 2100 RPM. right, 27 PSI at about 2,400 RPM. Looking good. All right, I'm currently at a light. I'm at 10 PSI and I am at about 650 RPM. Doing pretty good so far. We're gonna take it on the highway real quick to see how the highway RPM oil pressures are. Alrighty, I am at 30 PSI-ish, at about 3,200 RPM. All right, guys, back at the house. Everything went pretty well. I didn't notice anything weird except for the stupid highway oil pressure. It was, I don't know, it was like 2 PSI short of being 30 when I was going 3,200 RPM. But besides that, every other, like driving around town or driving those back roads, totally fine. No issues with the oil pressure. When I came up to the stoplight, it was still reading like 10 or 11, which is great. So I have no issues there. So I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's just because it's so hot outside that the oil is just getting thinner. So I don't know. If it's still hot, next time I do the oil change, I'll just throw a thicker oil in it. That way it can, you know, keep the pressures up. That way it doesn't get too thin. But yeah, I still have some other stuff to do on this car. I got to get the AC fixed on it. I really want that. I got to do a coolant hose routing for one of the subs. That way he and everyone else knows where all the coolant hoses get routed. But yeah, I'm just going to send the car. I'm just going to keep driving it till it breaks. And whenever it breaks, we'll decide what route we're going to go in the future. But anyways, if you guys like this video and like the previous videos, awesome. Thanks for watching. I appreciate that. If you guys are going to try to roll the engine bearings in, like the crank bearings with the engine still in the car, don't do it. Just pull the engine. If you're going to do connecting rod bearings, that is so much easier to do. So yeah. Pull the engine if you're doing anything major. All right, guys, if you want to support the channel, you can go ahead and click the link in the description below. You can get one of these shirts. I have just the OG one as well with the little circle logo here. You can pick up one of these hats. And like always, I'll catch you guys on the next ride.